Everyone, welcome to the first ever Nerdumb podcast, where we have three dumb nerds talking about all things in the Nerdumb universe. I am Reese, aka the Saiyan Satsumi. Next to me are my brothers, who I'll just let them introduce themselves.
What's up? I'm Josh. That's all.
I'm Sean.
That's all.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't make videos. I have a gamer tag, but fuck is that useful for?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
So this is us doing a podcast. Like I said at the beginning, about all things nerddom. So, massive anime fans. I mean, I am. This is probably going up on my channel, so you guys know.
Because no one else has a channel.
And no, we're gonna make one for this. I'm just saying, I'll probably post it on mine.
Just for the first video.
Yeah.
See how well it goes.
See how it does. But also, you know, fans of everything. Marvel,
DC,
yeah, Star Wars,
Harry Potter,
Musicals.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, and you just finished Hamilton.
I did.
Yeah.
I did today.
Watch it for years.
Did you like it?
I did. I really liked it.
Oh, how good is it? Fuck, it's so good. But yeah, I think we're mostly going to be talking about anime related stuff. But I mean, like, you know, new movies come out all the time. Like I just finished watching The Eternals.
I've
watched it last
still
night.
not seen it.
Cool. So we're gonna have to sync up on that kind of stuff so we
Yeah.
can talk about it.
Well, I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna. I invited you.
Get fucked after the fact.
Oh, who cares?
yeah.
about
After the fact.
So when I bought my
You
ticket, the
dickhead.
seats next to me were free. Yeah. Spider-Man's coming out though, so like we'll probably talk about that. Like, we'll always be talking about
100%.
new TV shows that come out. But mostly I think we want to talk about the manga that we read, right? Like,
Yeah.
weekly things that come out weekly. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I read like 10, 11 like ongoing series.
I do not.
I read like 4 that comes out weekly.
I read about 4.
True, okay.
I will read more.
And I also, I read 5. My bad. Ooh, another one. Ooh.
But we have read more than that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. But I mean, like, just like stuff that's coming out weekly.
Yeah.
anyway. The stuff that we would like to do. But yeah, I think to start off with, I think we're gonna actually talk about the My Hero the My Hero movie that we watched last week. We're a little bit late, I guess, now, but we've had a bit of technical difficulties on this podcast, but it's fine. We're here now. We've got it done.
Probably should have rewatched the movie, but
That's what I
Probably
thought.
should have
Yeah.
rewatched the movie. I reckon too. What did you guys think anyway? Because we haven't actually talked about it for like a whole week.
no, we held off because we were supposed to come home and record it straight away.
Yeah, and then it didn't work.
Yeah.
Honestly, I forgot about it in the car too. So
Or I was so angry. I was so angry. Lucky I went out though with the kids and did that Christmas thing because it like calmed me right down. Like
Christmas, Halloween.
Oh, Halloween.
Chief.
Bro,
is Halloween.
Nightmare Before Christmas, G. My boy loves it.
In fairness, Christmas decorations were out fucking before Halloween was even here, so
Yeah, hard out. But yeah, what did you think of the movie anyway?
It was pretty good, but my boy wasn't featured enough in it.
Todoroki.
Kirishima.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
my
that's right.
I liked it, but I'm a big My Hero fan anyway, so
Yeah, that's true. I definitely
Goes
think it
without
was
saying.
the best movie that they've come out with.
yeah,
I see that.
I do. No, yeah. Overall, I did like a lot of moments a few moments in the other movies. I think
Oh, look,
hit the same sort of feelings.
yeah, the My Hero franchise, as far as animation is concerned, animation is always on point, especially for those movies. They're always good. I think this movie was the best one because I think there was a better story to this one. Anyone else?
No, I'd say so. I agree.
Yeah, I definitely think, and I felt like there was like a lot more like character development.
Just better characters, yeah. Like I definitely like Roddy.
Yeah, he was really
He was cool.
Like, he made the movie, I reckon. Like,
Yeah.
he made that movie as good as it was. Because you see, like, this kid who's, like, the same age sort of
yeah.
not being
It's
as
the whole wrong side of the tracks thing.
and
He's
he,
had a
like,
shit go of it.
Yeah, slowly gets to the point where he's like, you know what, I want to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
There is always a featuring character in every single anime movie, though, that's not canon.
Yeah. Well, I suppose there has to be, but
Who was the one in the first My Hero movie?
I forgot the first one. Which one's that one?
the daughter,
Oh, yeah.
the inventor's
I'm
daughter.
looking at it right now.
That was
I'm
the
trying to
second
remember
one.
everything.
No, that was
Was it
the
the second
first
one?
one.
What was the second one?
The second one was 9.
Oh, yeah. And the two little kids were the...
The second one was the
it?
guy. The villain was 9.
Hey.
Yeah.
True. So both those movies have like melded together in my head. Oh, true.
No, there's definitely a difference for me. They're two very different movies.
I thought
but
it was the same.
that's what I mean. Like that moment where in the first movie it's him and it's Midoriya and All Might fighting together.
Oh yeah.
That was
That's a
really
classic scene
really
that
cool.
way, yeah.
And then in the second movie when it's Midoriya and Bakugo
Yeah.
and they both have 100%, that was really cool.
Gee, let's talk about that. Like, because I reckon that was bullshit.
It's a movie. It doesn't have to make sense.
I know. No,
Like-
it was fun.
like-
Like I can like being like an anime fan and a fan of like a franchise. I can like defend it all the way.
Yeah.
Like, and I can make up reasons why like that worked out.
It's just not count. Like think about the fucking
I don't care that
Naruto
it's not-
movies.
I don't care that it's not canon. It just felt dirty. I was
Yeah,
like,
but, like-
oh, why did you do
Think about
that?
the Naruto movies.
For anyone that doesn't know,
really
like
good.
spoilers, because it's been out for ages, so like tough luck. But obviously Midoriya's power, he gets it from All Might, and he's able to pass that power on. So he passed it on to Bakugo,
Like the first episode?
making them both. No, I'm saying, but like if they didn't watch the movie, they don't know by the end that
Yeah.
Bakugo is the one that passes on the hair. Or like he passes the hair on to Bakugo and he eats it.
Because
or
it's
whatever.
a
like,
power stockpiling quirk.
yeah,
It gets stronger each time you pass it on.
which made my boy OP AF,
Yeah,
which
plus
I
he
already
still
knew
had his
would be.
quirk.
Yeah, still had his quirk, plus all the other quirks.
Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not all the other ones, just the
Strength.
Just
I am All Might.
Yeah. That is one thing with this movie. I was hoping to see just
different
one other
quirks.
one. Just one other one.
Yeah, me too.
Just
but-
another one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he used the
kinda
shit out of
figured
Black
he
Whip,
would.
and that was cool. But
Yeah. I guess it's because in the anime now, which like I didn't watch season 5. Anyone else?
No, I'm
sort of.
But
so
I'm
far
sure,
behind.
like, because I know that we obviously know that they were up to Black Whip because like the
Yeah.
first half of that season was where he discovers Black
Yeah.
Whip,
Mm.
and then obviously throughout the his internship, he learns how to use it properly.
Yeah.
He only just started getting them all, right?
Yeah,
the
I
manga?
wouldn't
Yeah,
say
manga.
I wouldn't say he just started getting more. I feel like that's been like a 6-month thing.
Yeah, how long has he been out there?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, like
my guy.
he's been out there for ages.
My
like,
guy.
but I mean, like in our time, like since starting this, like it's been like I think like 6 months since you like realized he could use all these powers, like
Yeah.
Fajin and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy cool.
The best one.
The best one.
The best one.
The best one. It's so cool. Man, I wonder how many of you guys even read My Hero. If this is like
Spoiler.
Just words.
this is
Fajin,
just
float,
words.
danger sense. They're just words. Don't worry about them. Just forget about them.
Bro,
You'll come to it.
I think my favorite panel in My Hero this whole year was when they like showed off all his quirks as if they were like utilities to use like on his backpack and like you know what I mean, like when they like showed off all that stuff I was like, oh, that's cool. Like it's like a little like rope, and
Yeah.
I thought that was I thought that was really cool. Like I was like, oh,
I
yeah,
liked,
they're all like utilities.
I like when he shows up with Gran Torino's scarf. Just because it's sentimental.
Because
Has
his
it had
photo
you
was
in the
funny
Yeah.
when Bakugo said, "You're not even drawn the same."
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah,
I just thought it was funny.
yeah, but you've like said that a lot, and like it was funny,
said
but
it
like
twice.
no, my friend.
They don't know
You
that.
have
Why
not
you
said
why
it
you gotta
twice.
call him out like
said
that?
it
You're fucking
twice.
dirty.
But like heaps of
What a
manga do
dick.
that. Heaps of manga do that. Like it wasn't like to me. It wasn't like oh that's like I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Took a screenshot.
Oh,
Fuck this current fight though.
talk about that. Bro, how OP
movie.
is Starsy Stripe?
Yeah.
Gee, what the heck?
No, that is so stupid. Like, obviously, like they state that she has got her limitations. So
But so does every quirk.
yeah.
Doesn't mean anything. Like, it's got limits. Oh yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Like she said, her super strength is nowhere near All Might's because there's a limit there.
Yeah,
which is it's nice to see that she's not just fucking, off the rails crazy.
And what was it? She could only do 3 rules at once.
Two.
I thought she said 3.
One's always on her.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just shit like the air will take my shape.
That was crazy.
And just starts punching him.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely figured that there would be some kind of rule as well because, obviously, well, like I said, obviously they all have rules, but she was never better than All Might.
Yeah.
Is what they've said. So like it was like clearly she wouldn't be able to be as strong as All Might. So
this is just gonna be a very wishy-washy thing. Just going back to the movie.
Oh yeah, no, we can keep talking about the movie.
Like the big boss fight, I did like how it wasn't just one big hit, and it like he goes back to like the first fight with All Might and the first Nomu.
Yeah,
and it's just punching. I really like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time in My Hero with Midoriya, it's been like he had to do this one decisive punching because it's like he's like, oh, I'm on my last legs, like this is I got to do it, which always like F's him over in the end. So yeah, it is cool to see that he can
And he was going like because obviously
punches.
which is something that I always thought about. Obviously, his body's not used to it, but how could your body get used to this? Like, he was punching so fast that his arms got burnt. Like, but All Might never got burnt.
Yeah,
how does your body get used to that?
I guess your body does get used to, like, I guess a heat resistance.
That's wild. That's so wild.
And especially, like, we're talking about a superhero. Like.
Yeah, but like
I mean, it'd be like anything, right? Like if you're a chef and you're cooking all the time, like you see people all the time where they put their hands over like the flame and they can do it, and if you try it, it's like
it's like training your body.
I guess. But did All Might sort of ramp up as well?
No idea. You don't know his backstory. Not really. Like we just know he didn't have a quirk, and all of a sudden he did, and he was the number one.
So
just kept training like Midoriya's doing, I guess.
I suppose. The thing that I think is wild is that they say that, like, Midoriya says that he's already better than All Might was at his 100%, and Midoriya's not at 100%.
Yeah.
It's just the fact
never use those other powers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the fact that he's not as strong as All Might, but all of his powers make up to him being better than All Might was is crazy.
I feel like even just Fajin alone would do that.
Yeah.
Just
keep I don't
stacking.
know. What,
keep
if you think
stacking.
it's one by itself, I don't know, because I'm sure like someone like that doesn't make any sense because All for One is like a stockpiler, but then also he is the strongest.
Yeah. But like I can't even remember the fucking villain's name of this movie, but obviously, like, he's got a limit to his quirk as well. If Midoriya just kept stacking up Fajin, I don't know what the limit to Fajin is, but assuming he could just keep stacking, he could have finished it in one blow.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just pierce that mirror.
Yeah, no, that was cool. The fights other than like Midoriya's were like cold as well.
Yeah.
Like Bakugo's fight.
Yep.
Bro. Man, I love Bakugo.
He's like, I guess you could relate him to Goku in the sense that he's a smart fighter.
Bakugo?
Yeah.
No,
like he's got like the instincts, right?
I feel like you would like if you're comparing him to anyone in Dragon Ball, it would be like Vegeta.
I'd say that.
Like Goku's like smart, like battle smart, but so is Vegeta. Yeah. So is Vegeta. Like that's the half the reason why he keeps up with Goku is because he uses his head. Like up until the last arc in Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta's mind and body had never been synced up before, and when he went to Yardrat and synced it up, boom, he was already like maddest power boost.
You're the
Like-
only one that reads, but I do
Yeah,
know what you're
true.
talking about.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think Vegeta's battle smart, and then he's also like, if you're comparing them like personality wise, like
yeah, no, personally,
yeah.
for sure, yeah. But just the fact that yeah, he is very tactical,
yeah,
and like throughout that whole fight, he was storing his sweat into those grenades.
yeah,
And then
'Cause
he
knew that
placed
he would,
them all around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Set off
Genius.
a chain reaction. I was mad.
yeah.
eh?
He's just so
Set off
smart.
a chain reaction.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's one of those things that sort of, with his character, gets overshadowed
Yeah,
because he is so aggressive and in your face
yeah,
that you don't really see that. So I like that. Even like, you know, it was just a little thing. They did take the time to be like, yeah, he's really smart.
I don't know, man. Like I feel like we see it quite often from him.
But like, yeah, it gets overshadowed by his fucking. He's so abrasive.
Yeah, I guess most people see that and think like, oh, he's not as good as Midoriya.
Yeah.
But I mean, even like even in the it was in the anime season just gone past where they did the battles. You remember when we were reading it, and then
Yeah.
he made up like a whole plan
Mm.
and like executed it. And everyone was like, oh yeah, that's right. He's
I guess so.
strong as-
I guess because I haven't
That's
been
super smart.
watching, it's
Yeah, well, I
sort
haven't
of
seen it either. But I mean,
yeah.
I think because he's my favorite character, I remember that kind of stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
like
fair
this
enough.
guy is like way smarter than people think he is.
Isn't he like one of the top smartest in the class?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like he's the top
He's a
performer
top
all
student,
around.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if Midoriya didn't get All Might's power, or if no one got All Might's power, Bakugo would probably end up being the number one in
Yeah.
Japan. He just doesn't have the face for it. Like,
No,
he's
no.
the guy needs
That's it.
PR around him. Like, but I mean, neither does Endeavor, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, but Endeavor's not so aggressive.
he
He's
was a
he's
secret
just
asshole.
he's yeah. He's more stoic. You know, he's very like he's
I
just
don't give a
cold.
fuck.
I don't know, bro. Remember in that, like in the tournament, like their beginning school tournament thing,
Mm.
where he like walks down and like yells at Shudo. He's like, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah,
Like,
but that was
bro,
that's a whole different thing. That's the struggle. Out in public, out as a hero, yeah, he's just like very
Don't talk to me,
opposite
bro.
to his quirk. He's just very cold.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is pretty cold. Up until recently.
Yeah,
Seems
well, he's
to
trying to
have been down.
change.
Anyway, I reckon let's get off My Hero for a little bit. What do you reckon your favorite anime series is of all time? Like, just because this is the first podcast, we may as well like talk about some kind of like what your favorite thing is, that kind of stuff. You can start. And this guy, I reckon.
I guess it all depends because you've got, you know, story, you've got animation, you've got character development. Like, there's a whole bunch of things that come to it. For me, when
Okay, well, how about then? What do you think your favorite of all time is? Like, it doesn't matter that anything has a better story than it, or like it's just always your go-to. Like, this is what I love.
So, if people ever ask what a good anime to start is, I'll always say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I knew you
Yeah,
were
for
gonna say that.
sure. But
Always.
I would say that too. But also, like, that's not the question I asked you. bro.
Well, it's definitely in my top. I always recommend that for a reason. You know,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
it's
fair
fucking
enough.
it's up there.
I don't think
Hunter
he knows.
Hunter, just for the Chimera Ant arc alone, 10 out of 10.
Need to watch that.
Demon Slayer animation, fucking beautiful. My Hero is definitely one of my favorites of all time, just because every single character sort of goes through a development and you get to see it.
Yeah. There's so many characters too. It's pretty hard to like
Yeah,
to have a full roster.
it is, but like they even take the time to focus on the villains as well,
Yeah,
which was
yeah.
really nice. Like they had a whole arc for them.
Right, and you care about all of the characters. Like that's the crazy part I think
Yeah.
about My Hero is you care about all the characters.
Even the villains. I love Toga.
Yeah, everyone does.
everyone loves Toga.
She crazy.
What about you?
We all know yours.
Well, yeah, for sure. Mine is obviously without a
Yours
doubt
is
Dragon Ball.
everywhere.
Like, but like in saying that too, like I don't think Dragon Ball has the best story.
No, but it's
but it is my like I'll defend it to the moon.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
my favorite anime of all time. Like
But do you-
in it for the fight scenes. That's what most
the
people.
fight scenes I think are amazing.
Do you think a big part of that is nostalgia though? Because that is what we grew up with.
I don't know, bro. Because like I know you guys like it too, but I think I like it way more than you guys do.
Yeah, but I guess it's hard to sort of answer. But do you think coming into it now with no prior knowledge of it, just coming into it fresh, do you think you'd feel the same about it?
Do I like anime? Like in this
Yeah.
hypothetical.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've seen other anime, but
Yeah.
not Dragon Ball.
No, Dragon Ball.
I think I would.
Because Dragon Ball has influenced a lot of other anime.
For sure. I don't know, man. Like, just for me, like I've always like from the I remember the first. I remember watching the pilot, the first episode. I remember watching it right
Dragon
before
Ball or
school.
Z?
Of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Because I like everyone else, like Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball had been on like long before I was born.
Yeah. 80s, right?
Yeah, 86, I think. The I think it started as an anime. I'm pretty sure 86. I think maybe. But I've always loved it, and it led me on to like other things. Like it led me on to the genre of anime. So this is gonna be like a still screen because my camera has stopped. But also, I'm not gonna stop this recording. So I'm going to start it, and then we're gonna set it up again. But yeah, enjoy this sound.
Woohoo.
Oh no.
Tequila.
All right, cool. So we stop clapping. All right, sorry for that, guys. We're obviously not working with. Stop. Jeez. You guys need to wear headphones. I swear.
Yeah, no,
I brought mine.
I do want to.
we will.
I don't want to hear myself though. Is there a way that I can not hear myself?
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you can just mute yourself. None of us can hear you.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sounds good.
yeah. Back to what we were saying. Sorry, obviously this is a bit
Sketch as
janky.
fuck.
Yeah, the setup is it's evolving. It's the first one. It's the first one. We move. But to go back to your question anyway, I think I'm sure a lot of it is nostalgia. Why I love Dragon Ball. But everything about it I love, bro. Like I've seen the series. I think beginning to end of Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, I think 3 times. But Dragon Ball Z I've seen almost 6 times. It's going on 6 times I've seen it beginning to end.
Including Kai.
No,
Okay.
no, I haven't watched Kai at all.
Okay. Don't you own Kai?
No,
Also, I feel like you just said Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
no, I've watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z together 3 times. I've watched Dragon Ball Z by itself almost 6 times. This will be 6 times now. Like I started watching it and then I've gone back to watching other anime. But I always go back to like classic scenes and stuff. I've always just had a fascination with it. I don't know if it's like the martial arts behind it. The characters I also think are really cool. Like,
So when you go back and rewatch it, do you actually sit there and watch it, or is it a comfort thing? Like when I keep going back to Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
no, I'll go back to watch it.
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, like that comfort thing, because like I'll often turn on Rick and Morty because I can shut
and
off my
just
brain
have
and
it sit there.
Yeah,
and
no,
you do other things.
No, I don't do that with Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I've actually watched Dragon Ball Z one time in Japanese, so like I have to sit there and like read the subtitles.
Okay.
I really, really enjoy it. And I don't think there's another series that I enjoy as much as I enjoy Dragon Ball. Like
Okay, fair enough.
One Piece, but like if I'm talking about like what my favorite is in terms of like a story, I think One Piece is ridiculous. But I guess the jury is still out on One Piece in the sense that it's not finished.
Yeah,
Because an ending can make or break a series.
But the longer it's gone on, the more appreciation you have for it, because
For
you see
sure.
that all the little things that you think wouldn't matter matter. They all
At
matter.
some point, they matter.
Oda has a crazy brain and keeps bringing back to all this shit.
Yeah, you're still catching up. But one thing you would be like, you've been past and you can recall is in Skypiea, where there's like a little fairy working on the ship because the ship's fucked.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, and then it's gone and you're like, what the hell? But then you find out
seems
later
like nothing, and then you get to Water 7.
that was the Going Merry. Like
Yeah.
that was the spirit of the Going Merry wanting to go.
It's kind of just gave me chills.
Dude, yeah, that
sad.
whole thing
Bro.
was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, but like stuff like that where you're like, oh, like it wasn't immediately explained.
Yeah.
It wasn't expanded upon. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh. And
Things
then you're
that
like,
you-
oh.
Yeah. You
like
have
One
things
Piece
like
is crazy.
Laboon, where they're like, oh, this whale's been waiting here for so many years for her crew to get back. And then you find out when you get
It's
to
Brooks'
Thriller
crew.
Bark, it's Brooks' crew.
They all died
Yeah.
except for Brooke. Bro, stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're like, yo, like One Piece is OP. But
Everything's there for a reason.
One Piece is OP.
One Piece is OP.
One Piece is literally OP. Like, but I don't know. Like, there's also like series that were like part of my actual like upbringing, like like Dragon Ball Z for sure. I like grew up on, but by the time I started watching Dragon Ball Z, the series was finished. Something that I continued I continued to grow with as it was coming out was Naruto.
Yeah.
So like a bit of backstory for like people that are listening anyway. I read Naruto through high school. Like I read Naruto for like over a decade. And I watched Naruto for well over a decade. Well, up until I stopped watching it, but Naruto, I reckon, is like a massive part of my childhood. Like that's something that I'll always remember. Like waiting week by week, trying to get onto the computer at home and like have your like turn just to read like manga.
Always some bootleg jank website as well.
Yeah, like, but that's how we did it.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
it's weird to think that like we've been fans of a medium for that long, and like we've gone through like such crazy points in technology with it as well.
Yeah.
It's like now you can whip out your phone, jump on like Viz or Shonen Jump and like read manga on your phone.
Yeah.
When we had to like wait and then get onto the internet and then get onto like the broadband and shit and then load up this like shitty ass website.
I had a mate that would read One Piece at school.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In class.
I definitely had read Naruto in class, like at school, like when I could get onto the computers.
Yeah.
Like yeah, for sure. But yeah, those are like, I reckon, those three are probably like my top like favorite series, I reckon. But I don't think anything will beat Dragon Ball for me. Like I can look at it objectively and be like, okay, this has a better story, or this might have like a better overarching like theme. But Dragon Ball for me will always be one that I will go back to and say, no, this is my favorite. And maybe I can't even tell you why it's my favorite.
Yeah.
But it always will be. What do you reckon yours is?
I shouldn't have gone last because mine's just like
Yeah, well, you asked me. I tried to ask you
Sailor
first.
Moon, Card Captors, Fairy Tale.
it's fairy tale.
I
Unpopular
thought so.
opinion.
I thought so.
I mean, like,
Is it really fairy tale?
Yeah,
Like, for,
like-
of all time?
Fairy Tale's like one of the ones I've gone back and watched the most.
True
Look,
that.
for all the shit we give Fairy Tale, it's not as bad.
Oh, look,
I mean, I used to
I
watch and
love
read
Fairy
Fairy Tale.
yeah.
It's definitely not as bad.
I don't think it's horrible, but I do find it surprising that it's like your favorite. I just want to know why. That's all. Like I'm not.
I mean,
there's
like,
no shame in
it's
it.
just can't explain
Can't tell you
it.
why.
Yeah,
True,
I
true.
don't know. It's
Yeah,
just,
no, fair enough. I definitely did enjoy it, when I was watching and reading it. And then I just stopped for some reason.
I only watched the first. It was the
on
first
Netflix?
arc.
You've-
Yeah.
That's
But it was the
and
first.
second, I
Gotta get past that, honestly.
No, but it was fine. Like the thing is, like I didn't hate it,
Yeah.
but I also wasn't compelled to keep going through it.
But what I mean is like, the first two arcs aren't bad, right? They're
No, they were
it's
fine.
anime, right?
Yeah.
But
they
what
were
I'm
fine.
saying is they're definitely not the best
best.
by far. There's definitely better,
Yeah, I agree. There's like
Yeah.
definitely better,
Yeah.
but like it's just something about it. I just love it so much.
Yeah, fair. What about any other series?
I mean, like Fire Force. If we're going like new Demon Slayer,
Oh, I'm so behind on
I'm
Fire
like
Force.
reading
I
Fire
stopped
Force and
that.
it's so good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like obviously Dragon Ball Z, I'm still catching up with One Piece, but that's really getting there for me.
Yeah.
Pokemon. Still watching.
To be fair, Pokemon's not bad.
No, yeah, it's good.
Well,
but it's like
I
really
didn't say it was bad.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like it was a funny one to chuck in there. It's just like Pokemon. Like,
I mean, it's
right
I mean,
there.
even like the movies have always been good for Pokemon, right?
Well, yeah. Oh,
I
I
keep
don't know
seeing
about all of them, but definitely the first one.
Mewtwo
Mewtwo.
Strikes Back.
Is
And
it?
the
Yeah.
second
I wanted
one.
to say, but it was also like
yeah.
yeah. Bro,
Second one's
Mewtwo.
Entei, right? Second one
No,
Entei?
second
No,
one is the
no.
legendary
Second one's Lugia.
Yeah, Lugia.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That was
Yes.
Pokemon 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third is Entei,
Yeah, okay.
but it's not really Entei. It's the unknown.
Well, yeah, but
I don't think I remember that.
I keep seeing a scene from one of the movies where Ash dies.
Oh, that's the new one, I think.
Is it?
I mean, he dies in the first
Ash
one.
does
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
Mewtwo
No,
strikes
I know.
back.
No, I know. Yeah.
That's
well,
the I
yeah.
choose you when Pikachu talks. And everyone
Oh, is
doesn't
it?
like it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nah,
That new
like
CGI one.
Yeah.
I keep seeing the scene where they're getting attacked by all these Pokemon, and to save Pikachu, he puts it in the ball and holds it, and then dies. And then Pikachu comes out, and for some reason, because I haven't watched the movie, Ash's body is just fading, and Pikachu comes out with his hat and tries to put it on his head. Bro, fucking heartbreaking.
So it is different.
It's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, that sounds like the I choose you one, but like I don't remember him.
It
putting
wasn't.
in
It wasn't CG.
Pokeball.
It was cartoon.
The CG one is the Mewtwo strike.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, the I
he
choose you.
he
Is,
fully died. Like all these Pokemon, and then yeah, Pikachu tries to put the hat on his fading body. It's so fucking heartbreaking. And then he just like rages and does this massive like godlike thunderbolt.
I think that's I choose you.
I have no idea,
No, I'm saying I think that's I choose.
but with no context and nothing, that shit was just yeah,
Just wait until you hear Pikachu talking, and you take it all back.
yeah, fair enough. But Pokemon has always hit, and it probably is the nostalgia thing as well, because we did grow up with
But
Pokemon.
then there's the people who are like, oh, couldn't you just keep it as the original? But like, I love like seeing new Pokemon
Look, I definitely agree that we grew up on Pokemon,
and Digimon. Just to put that.
but I think I liked the Digimon way better.
Yeah, I did.
Well, so they evolve and then they can go back? No, that doesn't make sense. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's evolution, mate.
Evolution and
De-evolution.
de-evolution? Nah,
Yeah.
no.
No? No.
What, you mean you can merge with your Digimon? What? Nah, fucking ridiculous.
That sounds cool.
What, you never wanted to fuck a Pokemon?
Shout out to
Whoa,
Lopani.
guy.
Shout out to Gardevoir.
Oh.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
No, the internet knows.
Oh.
Believe me, the internet knows.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. No, I always thought Digimon was
Better.
well cooler.
Yeah, it's definitely darker. Like even, like now there's a horror one, but even before that,
Is
it's
there?
definitely a
Yeah.
darker
Digimon
series.
Ghost.
I guess I've definitely been drawn to like the darker
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
used to
I mean,
watch
we
the
fucking...
Magical Girl Dark ones that I watch. So good.
Because
So dark.
Girl animes, yeah, okay.
no one's
No,
keen,
but I mean,
bro.
we I guess we didn't grow up, but we were exposed to things like Gaivo at a very young age.
Yeah.
Until
Gaiva.
yeah, until
I think Gaiva was my first.
bloody one.
Well, it's gory, but it's also super unknown among like the anime community.
I guess so, but it did come back.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's got newer series.
yeah,
out.
yeah. Because I think the first iteration of Gaiva was like 13 episodes, and then they bring out the
Okay.
Bio Booster series,
But
which
then
is
they
like
got,
26 or something.
They got like live action movies as well.
Yeah,
bro. I
yeah.
remember those movies.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
them. But I'm telling you, like people that I talk to around my age, when I ask them, have you ever seen Gaiva or like any of the movies? Like, nah. Like a
I
lot of them
suppose,
don't
like,
know.
Why would they have? Because we were kids when we saw like
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
and had no business seeing
Yeah.
that
For
sort
context,
of anime.
we probably shouldn't have been watching it, man. Like,
But for me, that is classic
it
anime.
is. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Some dude at work actually asked me the other day, is like, do you get into old anime? And I was like, well, like, how old are you talking? And he was like, have you ever seen stuff like Neon Genesis? And I was like, oh, well, I haven't, but like only because I don't like mech stuff.
Yeah,
like I know
same.
what it is. I was
Yeah.
like, do you like stuff like Guyver? And he was like, oh yeah, man, I love Guyver. And I was like, oh well, you're one of the only people
that knows
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like Rurouni Kenshin, you seen that one? He's like, oh, and I was like, maybe not. Oh, Rurouni Kenshin, that might be one of my favorite series of all time.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
You got DVDs, right?
Yeah, I've got the whole animated series. I don't actually have the manga, no. No, it's something that I want to start collecting because I can collect like the big.
I guess because
big
it
boys
looks,
like those
it looks the
Dragon Ball
same
ones.
as the Dragon Ball
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the same style.
Yeah.
I probably will. There's also a whole bunch of like controversy with the with
You're
the
one of
creator.
you're one of those guys. Controversy.
Nearly 6.
Controversy.
Don't wanna cut you out there.
Eh?
It's nearly 6.
Oh, true it is. Oh yeah, actually. Well, I reckon this has been a good first one anyway. We should probably call it quits. Talk about it later. We probably will never come back to that topic.
No.
We didn't have to anyway. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that anyway.
Unfortunate that there's a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the first podcast where we kind of just rambled on about anime. Which, to be honest, is probably going to be a lot of these.
Yeah,
things.
expect a lot more rambling.
Yeah.
We were supposed to talk about the movie. We sidetracked so much.
We
We
did
did talk about the movie.
We did a bit.
But also, like, who remembers the majority of the movie? Well, I remember the majority, but like
Yeah.
not the points that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Forgot about.
Yeah.
But yeah, expect rambling on about anime because that's pretty much what we're starting this podcast for. But also, a podcast is a conversation, right? Like we'll be talking about
Yeah.
things other than anime as well. I'm sure.
Comics, DC movies.
Well,
Marvel
yeah,
movies.
but I mean, we can talk about things other than nerd stuff. It's just I think nerd stuff is like what we are passionate about.
The
I
economy.
mean, we're never going to talk about the economy.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I guess Bitcoin's part of the economy.
I know.
Like we
Shiba
might at some
Inu.
point. Eh?
Shiba Inu.
Bro, people be making bank on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're
Doing it.
we're supposed to be finishing. Well, if you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Follow us on all our socials, which I will put on the screen at some point.
Oh no.
Because no.
Don't ever post anything.
No, we're gonna be making stuff for
are we?
Nerdumb. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We got to get it out there somehow.
This is a conversation we haven't had yet.
Well, we got to get it out there somehow.
Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, you follow us on all our Nerdumb socials. I'll post them all here. But yeah, leave a like if you liked it. Let us know that you're watching. Anyway, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Nerdumb podcast, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Goodbye.